power equipment for all seasons. We're a full-service dealership offering pickup and delivery as well as home services. River Valley Turf in Davenport and Silvis.
Cubs and Brewers 1-1 through 11. Late night here in Milwaukee. Top of the order. Fowler, Hayward, Bryant against Blaine Boyer, who gave up a one-out double to Addison Russell in the 11th, but kept the game tied.
Dexter without a base hit tonight, but he's been on base 3 times, hit by a pitch and walked twice. And that slow curveball and yank it into the right field corner.
1-0. Ball put in play in 5 plate appearances. Fowler grounded out to start the game, then hit by a pitch, walk, strikeout. Boyer from the stretch, and Fowler hits it out of play. Cincinnati 8-7 in 12. Indians win. Francisco Lindor. He's going to be a good one for a long time to come. He hit the game-winning homer. He went 3 for 6. He's batting .325. Chop toward first. Carter can't get him. Fowler's safe as he avoids the tag with a headfirst slide.
A real great sense of urgency on the part of Carter there, and a great slide by Fowler. This is the time where sliding and going headfirst at first base is justified. Great base running.
Here's Hayward. Leadoff man is aboard. Big hole on the right side with Carter holding on the runner. Strike.
Ground ball pitcher, ground ball hitter, speed at first. In the right count, Joe might start him.
battle for Hayward tonight. Been down in the count all night. Good single in the 10th. Strikes on Hayward. Fowler the runner at first. Get one, and that will be all.
Sausages are going to run again.
That's every 6 innings.
Yeah, that's impressive. Have hit the Brewers 9-5 here tonight.
Inside to Bryant. Scoring position. If he does get there, the Cubs are 0 for 11. They've been in scoring position tonight. So they've had chances. They've stranded 11 through 11. Fouled back.
Frustration there. Just knew he had a pitch.
Set position, hands about as high as they could be, or eye level. Cub fans letting him know.
It's fun to get
like
jeered in your home ballpark when you throw over to first base.
Hayward takes off. The pitch is inside, and the throw in time. Bang, bang, play at second.
And Joe asking for a loan. On the attention of David Rackley, the home plate umpire. They want to take a moment to review this one. That was so close. Oh, so close.
Oh, he's going to, Joe's going to do the 50-50 call here. He has challenged it. And it could be a big call. First look, I thought he was out. Every time I see it now, I'm starting to wonder. I thought he got him right there. But
yeah, well, here we go.
Did he really get him?
The conversation we have almost every time on plays like this, it doesn't, it looks to me like whatever the call was it would have to stand, whether it was safe or out. It's so close.
We got him. I think that'll be confirmed, but I like the challenge. You have human beings interpreting technology, so you don't know.
If nothing else, you know, you the pitcher stand around a little bit out there, maybe upset his rhythm.
So 2 outs, nobody on. Wants an extra warm-up toss or 2. He's ready. 2-1 on Bryant. Well, just hit a home run now, Chris. Catchers throwing out base runners tonight. David Ross did it 4 times. And that is second caught stealing, but the other was by Nelson, right? They got Fowler.
Dexter was. Dexter tried to time him and left prematurely.
Swing and a miss. 3-2.
Brewers gotten away with a couple of sliders up in the strike zone in this sequence.
Here's the 3-2 and a foul. Travis Wood. Visitors bullpen. High to center. Too high. And that's it. Bottom 12. Cubs won. Brewers won.
My daddy guarantees all his cars with his all-new Weber warranty. All vehicles have been fully inspected by our shop and priced below book value. Plus, Weber has financing you can afford. We work with local institutions to ensure you receive the best possible rate and convenient terms. My dad says it takes quality vehicles, great prices, and you must treat people right. Weber Auto Group. If you're looking for a used car, we got your baby.
Honey, the cable bill got us again. We need a little help in here.
With Done Right Satellite, lock in your rate for 2 years. Get the best technology with the Hopper. Watch and record 16 shows at once. Plus, get integrated Netflix and 4K.
I feel like if we would have switched to this network sooner, it could have saved me a lot of pain.
And money.
Visit Done Right Satellite to learn more about their great products and services.
Design Homes is preparing for our exciting spring open house at our 15 design centers across the Midwest. Register to win great prizes and find out why we are the best new home value. Check out new models like our stunning rustic loft with knotty pine ceilings or the new rustic prow with a metal roof. See our popular 2,100 square foot ranch with 9-foot ceilings and quartz counters. We have over 100 models to tour at 15 design centers. Check out designhomes.com for the open house dates nearest you.
The second sausage race. The Italian, number 3, won the race in regulation.
You see Italian just didn't have anything left in the tank here in the nightcap. Just didn't have anything going at all. Polish who won yesterday, so it's 2 out of 3 for Polish here. But earlier tonight it was Italian with a real push at the end and just probably get a day off tomorrow.
Rendon 1, 2, 3 in the 11th, facing Chris Carter here in the bottom of the 12th.
As Wood continues to throw in the bullpen, there may be Carter, and that's it for Rondon here in the 12th. We'll see. If he doesn't throw too many pitches, he may still be in play for tomorrow. If he will stay out there for this entire inning, probably not.
Action in the Milwaukee pen. That is Carlos Torres. And Stella can't handle that short hop, and Carter is aboard to start the inning.
First error by a Cub tonight. Did the right thing getting after it, just didn't handle the short hop.
Up Nieuwenhuis, winning run on base. Error on La Stella.
Ball one. That was high, wasn't high by much.
Where you start to hear all the heckles in the ballpark. That's a strike. 1-1.
Man, that's some gas.
One and two. Kick the pitch. Tough take. 2-2. How do you let that one go by?
No. He's showing some patience here. He's walked twice tonight. High walk, high strikeout player.
Short lead by Carter. And he's run it full to Nieuwenhuis. That'll make a pitch here. Santana is on deck. Lost tonight at home to the Braves. 3-1 the final. Cubs trying to take advantage of that, stretch their lead to 7.5 in the division. But trouble in the 12th. 2 on, nobody out.
Extend him any further. He's shown 30 pitches. This is the first time this year he's pitched more than an inning.
So it will be the left-hander Travis Wood to try to get out of this jam and keep this game alive for the Cubs. We'll be back.
Goods Furniture, 3 blocks, 12 multi-level buildings, all packed full of furniture, food, and fun. Goods Furniture offers a wide selection of furniture choices for every room in your house to fit every budget. Spend the day shopping, enjoying lunch in the Wine Cellar restaurant, and strolling through the shops at Market Square. Enjoy a relaxing night in one of our suites, followed by a delicious breakfast. Take the short drive today to see the Goods difference. Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
Our focus here at Quad Cities Acceleration is on speed and power development while providing a safe and fun environment for training. Workouts are designed to improve our athletes' ability to run faster, jump higher and further, change direction quicker, and build confidence. Utilizing our super treadmills, we see major improvements to speed and running technique. Don't wait another season. Take advantage of what we have to offer today.
Attention bargain hunters. Highland Toyota is holding a hassle-free one-price test market experiment. Prices posted so that you can see your savings immediately. A 2016 Camry LE, not $24,000, test market price $17,975. A 2016 Corolla LE Automatic, not $19,000, test market price $14,975. During the one-price test market experiment at Highland Toyota on John Deere Road at 53rd Street, Moline. Hurry, sale ends Monday.
Travis Wood is in, an error and a walk, and the Brewers have the winning run at second with nobody out. First and second, and Domingo Santana, the batter.
Interesting matchup. Travis Wood, the lefty, has been really good against right-handed hitters this year. They're just 3 out of 21 against him. That's a 143 batting average. Santana has worn out left-handed pitching. So when you get into the late stages of the game like this, as a manager, you start to run out of options. So maybe not the ideal situation for Joe Madden here. But again, Wood's been good against right-handed hitters. Santana batting .378 against lefties, 14 out of 37.
He has a hit tonight. He is 1 for 7 in the series with 5 strikeouts.
When's the last time both Chicago teams have turned a triple play on the same night?
Ooh. I like the way you think. 1-1.
Ain't too proud to beg. Those robust numbers for Santana against Southpaws. OPS up over 1,000.
Play depth around the infield. 1-1 on Santana. One and two. Nobody out, and a 2-2 count. As Wood fires. 3-2.
Santana, like Nieuwenhuis, strikes out a lot, but he also walks well above major league average rate.
Alex Presley on deck. Big pitch. And they're loaded with nobody out. This patient Brewer lineup putting the Cubs right up against the wall here.
Presley coming back. Martinez will come out to hit. Talk about needing all one's genius. So Madden's going to bring Chris Bryant into the infield.
Bryant jogs in and will get a new glove, and Joe will come out to the mound and talk some strategy here. Although he's only got 30 seconds. At least 30 seconds until David Rackley tells him that's it. He's telling his guys 5-man infield. Actually, they just put up the 2-minute clock. I think they were thinking a pitching change, which is not happening. And we're getting a few extra seconds.
He's got instructions for everybody. Waiting for the ready break clap.
There it is.
And as difficult a situation that this is, I think managers live for this kind of stuff, trying to pull a rabbit out of his hat here with the bases loaded and nobody out.
Bases loaded. They'll put 3 guys between second and third, 2 between first and second, 2 outfielders. So Fowler will play left center. Hayward will play right center.
Hey, you can probably shorten up. Certainly Hayward should be more shallow than he is out there in right field.
Yeah, any ball that gets that far, the game's over. And they're screaming at Fowler and Hayward to come in. Swing and a miss.
Want to get beat by a blooper here in this situation. A medium deep fly ball is going to score the winning run, and the entire Cub dugout is leaving to those guys.
1 strike. Infield in, outfield in. The pitch. 0-2. Got a lot going on in the Cub dugout right now. Wood has the sign. The 0-2.
Yeah, probably a little too aggressive with that heater. I mean, in this situation, you need a punch out. Maybe way upstairs with a fastball.
By the way, LaStella's a third baseman. He's playing second. They've got Zobrist over with Russell, and then the left fielder Bryant playing third. Another 0-2. That might do it, although not that deep. Carter ready to tag. Fowler makes the catch, and they're going to hold him. I'm surprised. I thought he might send him. So there's 1. And it'll bring up Aaron Hill, and we'll see if Joel stays with the 5 infielders or not. Dave Martinez and Joe discuss things.
And now he's going to have his middle infielders play for 2, it looks like. So this is interesting. He's got Russell at double play depth.
Are they gonna swap Bryant and Baez? Yeah, they just swap gloves.
This is like the Sandlot.
This is
great
fun
stuff. And this is all about where they expect Hill to hit the ball, and now Javi's going to change gloves. Get his own infielder's glove.
Are you surprised Ed Cedar didn't send Carter?
I mean, if the catch is out number 2, absolutely, it's a send.
Figure you got another shot here. Yep. It was kind of right on the border, I thought, of where the outfielder was when he caught it.
If the catch is out number 2, I think it's a definite send.
So here's Aaron Hill. Strike call. This will be out number 2. Infield fly rule in effect.
Wow.
Now Bryant and Baez can swap gloves. Chris, I think, will throw that glove into the dugout and get an outfielder's mitt. What a fun inning this has been for him.
This is like the Sandlot when you're a kid. I want to play left. No, I want to play third. Hey, let me try first.
Team Maldonado.
Where the guys were deployed in the infield didn't influence either of the outs, but not to say that it didn't get into the heads of the hitters a little bit psychologically.
And strike on Maldonado. 1-1. No hits in the inning. An error and back-to-back walks. Shallow fly out to center. Pop up to the shortstop. And now 2 outs and a 1-1 tally on Maldonado. Woods 2-1 offering. It's a strike 2-2. You not want to go to 3-2 for obvious reasons. With the bases loaded. Fans on their feet. 2-2 to Maldonado. Here it is. And he has run it full.
Maldonado, not much playing time this year with LaCroix doing as good as he's doing. 087, 2 hits, 23 at-bats, 31 plate appearances for Maldonado. You can't leave this in the umpire's hands if you're Travis Wood. You got to find the zone.
Three balls, 2 strikes, tie game, bases loaded, 12th inning. The pitch. Popped him up. Baez makes a catch. Travis Wood finds a way.
He did pull the rabbit out of that hat.
Wow.
He sawed the lady in half. Whatever he did, that was magic.
Lucky 13 next.
We grew up together. We believed in something bigger than ourselves. The military took me to one side of the world and her to the other. And even though she was always the strong one, when we caught up years later, I found out she had fallen on some hard times. It was her call to make, but doing it together made all the difference.
When I see homeless vets on my route, I always think to myself, we both swore an oath to protect our way of life, to protect our community. With VA's hotline for homeless vets, I can get them connected with help to get them back on their feet again.
VA's round-the-clock hotline can put veterans who are homeless in touch with the resources and support they earned through their military service. You have the power to help a veteran facing homelessness. Go to va.gov/homeless to print your walled cards. For veterans who are homeless or on the brink of homelessness, call 877-424-3838.
More than 2 million men and women have served in our military since 9/11. Now, many of them are transitioning back into civilian life. They're considering career options, writing resumes, starting businesses. ACP AdvisorNet can help. ACP AdvisorNet is a nonprofit online community where Americans can offer career advice to those who have served. Now we can serve those who served us by helping them to find their next career. Visit acpadvisornet.org.
Well, this is Joe at his best.
So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to play 5-man infield. We're going to shift to here and then we're going to get 3 pop-ups. It was a very interesting half inning of baseball. It's as if the Cubs said, here you go, guys. Air, walk, walk. And the Brewers said, no, we don't want it. 3 pop-ups. And what a job by Travis Wood. My goodness.
Brewers probably felt like the cast of Gilligan's Island. Just about to be rescued, and then right at the end of the episode.
Gilligan did it again.
Carlos Torres to Javier Baez. Swing and a miss.
Torres, there's a lot of cut fastballs. His primary weapon. And a curveball as well.
Drive in the deep right, way back and caught. Oh, sounded good, didn't it?
Maybe just a little bit off the end of the bat. Cutting action just off the sweet spot.
By the way, I don't know if Chris Bryant officially gets a position change, does he? I don't think he does.
I have no idea.
It's not listed. Even though he went from left to third to first, because he was part of a 5-man infield. He just goes down as a left fielder. Could have had like a 6-7 put out. 1-1 to Zobrist. Foul.
The life of a third base coach, right? Talk radio, they'll light up Ed Cedar for not sending Carter on that first fly ball. And then the next time he sends somebody into an out at home plate, they'll light him up for that.
Yep. Well, Carter doesn't run that fast.
No, I had no problem with no send there.
Base hit, Ben Zobrist. His 3rd hit and his 4th reach. And La Stella. He was pretty happy to get out of that inning. It was his error that started it. Zobrist takes off, and he's in. These two managers keep going to the well. It has not been a very successful proposition. That is the running game. But it works.
Zobrist was still a little bounce in his legs on this long night.
By Tommy. It's 1-1.
He's being fitted for the goat's horn. See if he can be a hero.
He got hit. Russell, 2 men on, 1 out. Strike called from Torres.
Good swing.
Really good hack. 0-2.
His decision making as a hitter, it's so good this year. I mean, he gets a pitch in the zone, he turns it loose. Montero's next, and then Travis Wood.
So Jonathan Lucroy might not catch tomorrow.
I think. Drive down to Chicago and see if he can jump in the hyperbar chamber there in the clubhouse.
Two and two on Russell. Here's the pitch. It's full. Torres, 33 years old. White Sox, Rockies, Mets, Brewers.
good pass.
Zobrist at second, LaStella at first.
Jeanette over towards the base, and that takes Carter well off of first base to help plug the hole a little bit. That allows LaStella to get a very big lead. We'll be able to get a piece of middle infielder trying to turn two, to the extent that it is allowed within the rules, of course.
Swing and a miss. Strike three. 2 outs.
Torres been working that cutter away, and then fastball in, and took a good rip at it, just couldn't quite catch up to it.
They will intentionally walk Montero now to face Travis Wood with the bases loaded.
You don't want to mess with Travis Wood with the bases loaded tonight. You saw what he did on the mound in that situation.
He was pretty good. This is always fun. A game like this, 9 spot has been occupied by the following guys for the Cubs tonight: Lackey, Warren, Soler, Grimm, Fedorovich, Stroh, Cahill, who didn't even pitch, Rondon, and now Wood. 9 players out of 25 on the roster have been in that 9 spot. Same for Milwaukee: Nelson, Thornburg, Walsh, Jeffress, Blazik, Flores, Boyer, Maldonado, Torres.
One at bat this year. See his numbers. When he was working as a starting pitcher, he was one of the better hitting pitchers in the league. Be a hero twice.
There's 1 career grand slam. A walk would work though too.
I think he got Torres' attention with that first swing he took. He better be a little careful here. Crowd the plate. Take one off that. Take it off the arm and get yourself a W.
3-1.
Cub fans on their feet. There's a lot of Cub fans here. The majority of fans still in the ballpark. This is a tough pitch for Torres to make.
He walked him. Cubs lead 2-1. A bases loaded walk to the pitcher.
It's hard to fault Counsell for walking Montero there, but that's the risk you take. Gives that pitcher no wiggle room with the bases loaded.
Derek Johnson to the mound. Now you get greedy. Try to add on with 2 outs. Fowler, the batter, with 3 on. Make this go down as a Travis Wood game. Don't want to write the story just yet.
He's clearly unnerved here.
One and 0 to Fowler. The pitch. A strike. So Travis Wood can now get a win, and that feels very appropriate. 1-2. Into center. Caught. VR catches that liner off the bat of Fowler, but the Cubs grab the lead on the bases loaded walk after Wood got out of that huge bases loaded no outs jam. He walks with the bases loaded, and it's 2-1.
If you dream about a house for your growing family, Mel Foster is there.
Yeah, cool.
If you dream about a house big enough to host family gatherings, Mel Foster is there. And when your dream changes and it's time to downsize into a smaller home, Mel Foster is there. Mel Foster can make your home dream a reality.
River Valley Turf is the place to shop for John Deere tractors, lawn equipment, and gators. From 115 horsepower John Deere tractors down to residential lawn equipment, they've got you covered. At River Valley Turf, you'll find more equipment at unbeatable prices, and our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right model for you. And we even let you ride and drive your next mower before you buy. River Valley Turf offers at-home maintenance for all of your power equipment for all seasons. We're a full-service dealership, offering pickup and delivery as well as home services. River Valley Turf in Davenport and Silvis.
Well, we had the Mother's Day Marathon won by Javier Baez, and maybe a little history tonight as Travis Wood likes to think of himself as a baseball player, not just a pitcher. With the go-ahead RBI on a bases-loaded walk after a major escape job in the bottom of the 12th.
This is a wacky ball game. Well, he'll deal with the top of the order here. VR, the switch hitter, will come up from the right side. .333 from this side of the plate this year. 14 out of 42.
Here we go. Outside, ball one. One and one. balls and a strike. A 3 would be ideal, but it's not how this night has gone. 3-2. Neil Ramirez, if needed. Deep breath by Travis.
Ramirez and Clayton Richard, two remaining arms of the Cubs bullpen. All the position players have been used.
We'll find the seats off of first. West Coast game over. Giants beat the Padres 2-1. Andrew Baggerly just tweeted, if the Giants win tomorrow, it'll be their first undefeated trip of at least 7 games since 1913. They won 7 in a row. That one struck well and could be more than one, and it will. Villar to second with a leadoff double. Brewers are not done yet. Tying run and scoring position with no outs.
Yeah, I figured it wasn't going to come easy here tonight the way this game is gone.
Just to see if Jeanette's going to show bunt. They showed late, and as a result, bunted foul.
Asked him to sacrifice, or he was just trying to find a way to advance that base runner on his own, thinking about maybe dropping one down for a base hit.
That Giants game, Johnny Cueto went the distance. 9 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. To improve to 6-1.
Cubs will not face Cueto over the weekend.
This is definitely one, JD, where you can make it hard on Jeanette, right? I mean, you want an out, but if you walk him, not the end of the world. You might give him 2 strikes by bunting at a ball.
Yeah, and you just, the problem is, you know, if you want to pitch around anybody, it'd be LaCroix. So if you can get Jeanette, then you can, if you fall behind LaCroix, you don't have to give in to him. If you end up putting Jeanette on, then you got that issue with LaCroix following him to deal with. Oz might be up there. Look, this guy's looking to bunt and throw a strike. Make sure we get an out. And Counsell might say, you know what, he's going to groove a fastball here. I'm going to turn my guy loose.
Yeah, that decision to bunt does come down to, you know, you want LaCroix to have a shot, maybe with a runner at second, or have him be walked when there's first and third for the guy behind him. We'll see. Really trying to be perfect. Now he's got 2 strikes on him.
Yeah, and a lot of this, too, is the fact that there's a left-hander on the mound. And Jeanette has really struggled in his career against left-handed pitching. Otherwise, he was probably just swinging away.
The runner where he is as Baez able to find the bag. VR made one move like he wanted to run as Wood threw to first.
Yeah, we talked about VR earlier in the ball game, some 4 hours ago or so. He can be a little reckless on the bases. Good glove work there by Travis Wood to snare that one, because if it gets by him, VR probably does get to third base.
That'll be it for Wood. Ramirez will face Jonathan Lucroy when we return to Milwaukee.
Come on down to Ashford University Field as the Clinton Lumber Kings face off against the Burlington Bees. This Friday, May 20th, is Fireworks Spectacular Night, sponsored by WQAD News 8. The Clinton Lumber Kings, Friday, May 20th. See you there.
He's been found guilty of sexual molestation of a boy and a girl. And you have 2 boys. The molestation, you say, did not happen.
No, it did not.
Did you attack her in front of a mirror and choke her while she watched?
I did not want to lose her.
So you were trying to show her how much I
cared.
Do you understand how insane that sounds?
All new Dr. Phil.
Tomorrow at 3 on WQAD News 8.
Get ready for the 19th annual Quad Cities Marathon presented by Triumph Community Bank. Choose from 5 events for walkers and runners. The Flat and Fast course features one of the most scenic river views in the country. It covers 5 races, 4 cities, 3 bridges, 2 states, and 1 island, all along the Mississippi River. For more information and registration, log on to qcmarathon.org. The Quad Cities Marathon, presented by Triumph Community Bank, Sunday, September 25th. Brought to you by WQAD News 8 and these sponsors.
As a rookie, Neil Ramirez had 3 saves back in 2014. This would be his first chance in 2016.
It's the interesting thing about these long extra inning games. Guys get chances to step up in high leverage situations where they normally aren't used in such situations. Neil's not had a real prominent role in the bullpen this year. He's not had a lot of work. 7 in the 3rd inning so far in 7 appearances. He's got a chance to be a hero here tonight. Ramirez, a real easy guy to root for. He's a good kid.
So VR, excellent wheels. He's the runner at second. Lucroy the batter. 1 out. The crowd tonight, like my hair the last few years, has thinned considerably as we near midnight, but you see a lot of Cubs blue still here.
Some pressure on Montero now to try to make sure he keeps anything in the dirt in front of him and prevent VR from getting to third base.
Called strike, 1-1. Have scored in this game on a fielder's choice, on a ground out, and on a bases loaded walk. Two teams have combined to go 1 for 23 with runners in scoring position so far.
It's been a defensive struggle.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. Ramirez. No Ryan Braun tonight. Some back stiffness. And the 2-2 to Lucroy is foul.
Braun, the only position player left for either club. Hanging out in the dugout all night in a hoodie.
The only thing you worry about is that if we go long enough, his back will feel better. And he can play. We now have reached tomorrow, so.
If this were college football, we'd start each inning with a guy on second base. For hockey, we just start pulling guys off the field. Play 7-on-7.
Another 2-2. And VR is going to make it. Montero did what he could. That ball actually came up and I believe hit him in the mask.
Yeah, and Neal throws that breaking ball down in the dirt a lot. Montero does everything he can, but it was so far in front of home plate, he jumped up and hit him high. Chin.
That could be huge. And the infield now comes in. 3-2 on Lucroy.
So now you're in that you don't have to give in mode here. See if you can get him to chase, and then if not, he ends up on first base, and you back your middle infielders off and play for 2. 5-man infield again. Now, Carter, double play candidate in that he's not real speedy, but more of a fly ball type hitter. Remember, one run here doesn't beat you, it only ties the ball game. Have to worry about that, and you also have to worry about LaCroix over there at first base now.
See the shift against Carter. First and third, 1 out. Cubs clinging to a 1-run lead.
Clayton Richard up in the Cubs bullpen.
Now the tying run is at third, and the winning run is on base at first. 0-2. The 1-2. Play Montero. Catchers defensively have loomed large tonight. Ross, Montero, LaCroix.
They had the early jump on Carter here in this at-bat and starting to lose the advantage. They are taking liberties coming down that third baseline with the pitch. For a chance to dash home on a ball in the dirt.
Now a 2-2. He struck him out. Carter takes a call third. 2 outs.
Perhaps looking breaking ball, and Ramirez steams a fastball right over the outside corner at the knees. Nice pitch. Big pitch under pressure.
Oh, so close. 2 outs. 13th inning. Nieuwenhuis the batter, and Joe's got a decision here. Stay with Ramirez against the lefty or go with Clayton Richard?
Looks like he's going to go get him.
So he's used every position player. He's now used his whole bullpen. He's used his challenge.
Like the old Dan Quisenberry line about the guy in the old cowboy movies when they empty both guns and then they throw the gun at the guy. That's what Joe's done here tonight.
So Richard will try to get the save when we return.
Tough to know who to trust these days. There are leaders who think the rules don't apply to them. That's not the way we live in the Quad Cities. That's not the role model we want for our kids. At WQAD News 8, we pledge to hold policymakers and public officials accountable for what they do and how they spend your money. Hard work, determination, it's what we stand for at WQAD News 8.
This is huge.
I do not like to toot my own horn, but
Ellen will be all new in June. Next, Ellen, Kanye West. Hear how he's keeping up with the Kardashians.
I just want whatever Kim wants.
that's a good answer, whether it's true or not.
Plus,
Dory.
see how Finding Dory was made.
You're going to do the Dory part.
Don't take Ellen's job.
All new Ellen.
Ellen, tomorrow at 4 on WQAD News 8.
Hi,
Hi everyone, this is Susie Bogus inviting you to come to my hometown, Aledo, Illinois, on June 3rd and 4th for the 25th Annual Rhubarb Festival. The rhubarb capital of Illinois has pulled out all the stops for this 25th anniversary celebration with food, crafts, music, and of course, rhubarb. My band and I will be there to put on a free show at Central Park. It's going to be so much fun. I just can't wait. I'll see you at the 25th Annual Rhubarb Festival, June 3rd and 4th in downtown Aledo, Illinois.
They're trying to get his first major league save.
And Clayton, like Neil Ramirez, has been used sparingly. A situational left-hander who typically comes in for a batter or two at a time, so he's not had a lot of work.
Might be the first save of his life. None as a minor leaguer. 0 in the big leagues.
He's thrown 4 pitches in the last week. These two fine fellows have never squared off. First time Nieuwenhuis has stood in there against Clayton Richard.
VR third, Lucroy first. 2 outs. Cubs lead by a run in the 13th. Here we go. Good start.
Nieuwenhuis has walked in each of his last 3 plate appearances. Doubled and scored the Brewer run back in the 5th.
Takes off from first. 2-1. That'd be a steal, right? That's the winning run.
They just announced defensive indifference, but yeah, I would say stolen base.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
that's usually reserved for a run doesn't matter situation. The Cubs weren't going to throw, but second and third now. 2-1 pitch. 3-1. Santana on deck. No more matchups. If it gets to Santana, it will be Clayton Richard.
It comes down to 3-2.
And here it is. On the ground is Zobrist. Cubs win. Cubs win. 2-1 the final in 13.
That was incredible ball game. What an end. What a finish. Just so many heroes. A sloppy game. Missed opportunities for both clubs. But at the end of the day, a great win for the Cubs. And how about Travis Wood working out of that bases loaded, nobody out jam. And then driving home the go-ahead run by walking.
Just a remarkable night. David Ross nailing 4 base runners from back of the plate. He got to cheer him on at the end. Anthony Rizzo didn't play in extra innings. Joe empties his bench. 5-man infield. Yeah, that gas tank had that empty red sign for a long time.
And that's why you know they let LaCroix go, even though he was the winning run. He steals second base there. They weren't going to make a mistake trying to defend that. He was out of pitchers. He had fired all of his bullets. It was all about getting that final out at home plate.
5 hours on the button. And what a game. And Dan Roan is with us, and I believe he has Travis Wood. Go ahead, Dan.
All right, Len, we're down here with Travis Wood. It must be a first for you tonight, Trav. Winning pitcher and game-winning RBI and a walk.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to come in there and get us out of that jam, and then he ended up throwing 4 balls before he for 3 strikes. So it was a long, hard-fought ball game by both teams, and we were fortunate enough to come out on top.
What was it like in the dugout all night when you guys were trying to scratch out a run and get this thing evened up?
Well, I wasn't in the dugout for most of the night coming in from the bullpen, but I'm sure it was the same as down in the bullpen, just with every pitch and, trying to grind it out.
What does this game do for you guys? I know you've scuffled a little bit, had some trouble scoring runs. Everybody worked tonight. I don't think there was a pitcher left out in the bullpen. A nice team victory, and one you guys probably are happy to get.
Absolutely, especially coming off of last night and struggling early in the game, to be able to sit there and grind it out and come back and pull it off and win it was outstanding.
All right, man, go get some sleep. Early call tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Travis Wood, daily double tonight. Win, the game-winning RBI, and it only took parts of 2 days, Len and JD, to get it done.
Thanks, Dan. You always pick the classics to cover. Final score in 13, Cubs 2, Brewers 1, and we'll put a wrap on this one in a moment.
Accidents happen. NationServe of Quad Cities can fix it. We make garage door repair quick and simple. We service all makes and models with experienced technicians with the expertise to get it done right the first time and professional integrity you can trust. Call us today for your free estimate and see why the Quad Cities chooses NationServe for garage door sales and service. NationServe of Quad Cities, locally operated since 1985.
Our focus here at Quad Cities Acceleration is on speed and power development while providing a safe and fun environment for training. Workouts are designed to improve our athletes' ability to run faster, jump higher and further, change direction quicker, and build confidence. Utilizing our super treadmills, we see major improvements to speed and running technique. Don't wait another season. Take advantage of what we have to offer today.
It was 39 hours difference between when he left and when she left.
I certainly can't imagine going through one funeral, let alone both funerals at the same time for my parents.
Everybody down here made everything so easy for us.
I try to put myself in their position of what I would want, and I try to make sure that that's taken care of for them when they arrive so that they aren't having to ask us for something.
I couldn't believe the job they did. It was amazing. Just amazing.
Esterdahl, serving the community since 1891.
Hi everyone, this is Susie Bogus inviting you to come to my hometown, Aledo, Illinois, on June 3rd and 4th for the 25th Annual Rhubarb Festival. The rhubarb capital of Illinois has pulled out all the stops for this 25th anniversary celebration with food, crafts, music, and of course, rhubarb. My band and I will be there to put on a free show at Central Park. It's going to be so much fun. I just can't wait. I'll see you at the 25th Annual Rhubarb Festival, June 3rd and 4th in downtown Aledo, Illinois.
Artisan Special.
Chicago Cubs baseball has been brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. Ford, America's best-selling brand 6 years running, inviting you to check out our fuel-efficient lineup at your local Ford store or at localfordstores.com. Mattress Firm, where we want you to sleep happy guaranteed. Remember, if it's over 8, it's time to replace. Your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer. State Farm. Combine your car and home insurance with State Farm and start saving. Call your State Farm agent today or find one at statefarm.com. Honda. Start something special with the great deal on a Honda. Now at your Honda dealer. And by Budweiser. Not backing down since 1876. This Bud's for you. Join us late Friday night, 9 o'clock Central Time here on Channel 9. The Cubs and the Giants open up a weekend series. Cubs baseball in high definition on WGN TV, brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Cubs beat the Brewers 2-1 in 13. For JD and our entire crew here in Milwaukee, Len Casper inviting you to stay tuned. We'll have the WGN News next.
Right now on WQAD News 8 at 9, repairing the problem, the new grant for Galesburg and how it could help eliminate the city's lead problem. And classes cut, the local school district canceling summer school because of Illinois' budget battle.
Now, live from WQAD, News 8 at 9 starts now.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Angie Sharp. Topping our news tonight, millions of dollars may be heading to Galesburg to help city leaders replace lead water lines. The Illinois Environmental Protection Agency has given preliminary approval to a $4 million forgivable loan. That would replace around 2,000 privately owned lead service lines, which is a little less than half of the lines that need to be replaced. But Galesburg City Manager says they're going to try to get more money to fix the rest.
We've also applied for a CDAP loan or a grant of $450,000. So we hope to add additional funding sources through other grants over the next few years.
City officials say they expect a final approval of the loan in the next few weeks, and if they get it, they hope to start replacing lines in the fall, and that'll take up to 3 years. Turning to weather now, and these are the days we wish we could just put on repeat. Meteorologist Mike Hammernick is filling in for James tonight. Think we can make that happen, Mike?
Angie, I think we can. We've got some beautiful weather coming up once again. Today was fantastic. 70 degrees was the official high in Moline. Many areas topping out in the upper 60s, and we caught a beautiful sunset this evening on Moline. Just a few fair weather cumulus clouds out there. In fact, no rain within about 800 or 900 miles of the Quad Cities, and that's the way it's going to stay. Part of the reason is because of the very dry air. Dew points are very low, but because of those low dew points, temperatures will fall quickly throughout the rest of the evening. It's going to be another cool night, but we don't have to worry about frost. And we have some very warm weather headed our way. In fact, it's going to feel like summer by the time we get into next week. Angie, we'll fill you in on all the details coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Mike. In other news tonight, we're on day 323 without a budget in Illinois. And today, thousands of people were in the state capitol to make their frustrations known.
That's what we're here for. We need a budget today.
38 Illinois unions gathered for a rally at the Capitol. They want Governor Bruce Rauner to drop his agenda. He's still trying to negotiate a contract with AFSCME, the largest state employee union. They've been without one for almost a year now. The governor says taxpayers just cannot afford the benefit increases AFSCME is seeking. The argument is a big piece of what's keeping everyone from moving forward on a budget. Also in Springfield today, students and staffers from 9 school districts in the Quad Cities area. They came from Knox, Henderson, Mercer, and Warren counties. During a panel, officials from 5 of the 9 school districts told lawmakers they will have to close before the end of next school year if a budget is not passed. Students shared their own thoughts as well.
How do you tell your kids you can't go to school? These people make it possible for kids to believe that there's something else, there's a better life.
They can say, you know, I know how it impacts this person. I know how it impacts these students.
The deadline for state lawmakers to come up with a budget for next year is May 31st. Because of no budget, the Galesburg School District is canceling all elementary summer school programs. Funding for those programs come from the federal government, but because the money has to be funneled through the state first, the cash is stuck. No summer school means that more than 200 students will go without after school gets out later this month.
We have regression. And then we have to recoup when school starts. Now that happens typically across the board, but this is going to hurt some of our kids who need more services throughout the school year.
A few programs will still be offered this summer. That includes the Apex Credit Recovery Program and Driver's Ed at the high school. Also, students in special ed will be offered the opportunity for extended school year classes. And an independent living facility in Sterling, Illinois could be closing its doors by the end of the month if they don't receive funding from the state. The Northwestern Illinois Center for Independent Living, known as NICL, has been running on reserves and say they'll be out of money soon. Right now, a bill on the governor's desk would provide emergency funding to social services, which would keep NICL open until the end of June. That would get them to the next fiscal year when hopefully a new state budget begins.
The fact that we may have to close and never open again is just disrespectful. And again, it sends a message that our legislators think that people with disabilities don't count. And they're wrong. We count every day. Every one of us counts.
Nichols serves 5 counties and 125 people in Whiteside County. On the Iowa side of the river tonight, construction crews will need to wait a little longer to start construction on the Bakken pipeline. Yesterday, the Iowa Utilities Board decided the project's construction company, Dakota Access, needs to have all permits in place before breaking ground. Currently, they're waiting on just one final permit from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Muscatine police say they need your help finding a vehicle involved in a hit and run. It happened Friday afternoon. Investigators say a dark-colored car hit a child on a bicycle. They say the car likely has a noticeable dent on the passenger side rear bumper. The driver is thought to be a white female between the ages of 16 and 20. The biker is expected to be okay. An officer with the Rock Falls Police Department faces theft charges tonight. Veronica Jaramillo was expected to make her first appearance in court today. Right now, the Illinois State Police is handling the investigation, but they aren't giving many details about what happened. Jaramillo has been placed on administrative leave. There's much more to come right here on WQAD News 8 at 9. Still ahead, a Clinton cliffhanger. Just how close last night's primary results were between the remaining 2 Democrats and what that means for the candidates moving forward. And New Jersey says no, how Chris Christie's home state is turning on him and what that means for the possibility of a Trump-Christie ticket. Your Voice, Your Vote headlines are next.
You are watching WQAD News 8 at 9 with Angie Sharp.
The grass just got greener. Only $25 gets you a cart and 18 holes of golf anytime after 10 a.m. any day at Sauckie. A great deal on a course that's in great shape. Told ya the grass just got greener. Call for a tee time at Sauckie today.
What famous American has covered more territory than any other? Hint, it's not a person. One drive and you'll discover why Jeep is the most awarded best-selling SUV brand. Celebrate 75 years of endless adventure today at the Jeep Memorial Day sales event and get $500 bonus cash on 2016 Jeep Cherokee vehicles. Get 0% APR for 75 months or $2,500 combined cash allowance plus $500 bonus cash on 2016 Cherokee models.
Oh, I know that you're all I need. Maybe one day we'll have a family. And when brown hair turns to gray, you'll still be beautiful to me. You're gonna marry me.
Cherish your memories with a to-be-loved diamond from Riddle's Jewelry.
Welcome back. Time for Your Voice, Your Vote headlines. Tonight, the competition heats up in one race and a partnership takes place in another. News 8's Christina Laurie is here to tell us which is which. Christina?
Hi, Angie. It was a close race between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders last night. In the end, Clinton came out on top in Kentucky's Democratic primary. That result keeps her on track to win the nomination, but also highlights deep divisions in the party. Clinton won the state by 0.5 percentage point, with nearly all the votes counted. Meanwhile, Sanders won the other primary of the night.
We just won Oregon, and we're going to win California. I am getting to like the West Coast.
Sanders' win is an unusual one. Oregon's primary was conducted by mail-in ballot, and only registered Democrats could vote. Donald Trump won the state's Republican primary, but that win is fairly inconsequential, given that Trump is already the GOP's presumptive nominee. Now, here's a look at the states Clinton and Sanders have each won so far. Clinton has won a solid chunk of the southeastern United States, while Sanders tends to do well in the Northwest. 8 primaries are left before the convention, 2 big ones in particular. 546 delegates are at stake in California, the most of any state, and 142 are up for grabs in New Jersey. Now, speaking of New Jersey, it's beginning to look like voters from that state don't even want their own governor to be a potential vice president. According to a new Quinnipiac University poll, 72% of New Jersey voters say Trump should not pick New Jersey Governor Chris Christie as his running mate. Wednesday's poll also shows Christie currently has his lowest approval rating in his time as governor. Only 29% of voters approve of his performance. More than 60% of New Jersey voters disapprove. One thing Trump does have on his side is the GOP establishment, who have officially teamed up with him on fundraising. Trump struck a joint deal with the Republican National Committee that enables donors to contribute much more than the current $2,700 donation limit. Donors can now write checks of up to $500,000. It also marks an official departure from Trump's initial promise to self-fund his own campaign. And a Virginia woman's obituary is getting a lot of attention on social media for starting an interesting political conversation. When faced with the choice of voting for either Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton, Marianne Nolan's obituary says she chose to instead pass into the eternal love of God. The 68-year-old died Sunday after a long battle with lung cancer. One of Nolan's sons penned the opening line to the obituary and says it was a way to carry on his mom's sense of humor. Political power has now been placed back in the hands of Americans, on Twitter at least, where the hashtag #MyCampaign slogan would be is trending. Here are some of the slogans that caught our eye. First, you can read my emails, just not my browser history, a shot at Clinton. Then, marriage should be between one man and a series of progressively younger women, a shot at Trump perhaps. And then, something we can all get behind, make Blockbuster great again. Angie has also decided on a campaign slogan after getting a little help from her Twitter followers. It's, can't we all just get along? Ange, I like it, I'll support you, but I'm not ready to formally endorse you just yet.
Thank you, Christine. Going with the Blockbuster one, actually. From politics across the country to right here in Illinois, it's time for our weekly segment, What Dave Says. Tonight, Dave Lavara gives us his take on state lawmakers at work, but hardly working.
Your parents lied to you. They told you that all that time you spent playing video games was wasted. It turns out video games play an essential role in the democratic process. How else can you explain Mike Smitty, state representative for the 71st District, getting caught last month by a Champaign TV station playing games on his phone while his colleagues debated matters on the House floor? Exactly what were Illinois lawmakers trying to work out? Did another giant monkey kidnap someone, climb to the top of a construction site and start throwing barrels at Illinois plumbers? Was an emergency session called to deal with the ghosts of Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde returning to the land of Lincoln? Do Illinois frogs need state assistance crossing the road? No. Nothing that important. They were just taking on the totally boring task of reinstating millions of dollars to Illinois colleges and universities, money they've lost as a result of the budget crisis. You'd think that sort of lame issue would be interesting enough to wrestle away Smitty's attention from a video game, especially when you consider that both Western Illinois University and Black Hawk College are in his district. But Representative Smitty says there was no reason for him to pay attention to the debate, as he already knew how he was going to vote. That makes sense. I'm guessing most of us would much rather play video games than listen to the never-ending droning on that goes on in Springfield, day after day without a budget. It's getting old for all of us, but that's why we didn't run for office. You did. And you were elected by the people of the 71st District to sit under that dome in their place and deal with all the trivial, boring stuff like getting money for our universities and actually paying attention during debates. There's a reason they've never made a video game called Legislator. Even if you are bored out of your skull, phone it in without playing on your phone. Representative Smitty needs to cool it with the video games on the House floor. Game over, unless he wants to deal with more angry constituents than angry birds.
That was Dave Lavara. You can see his commentary every Wednesday night right here on WQAD News 8 at 9. And still ahead, crab crazy. Beachgoers are in for a surprise along the West Coast. Why all these crabs ended up ashore.
And we're headed for a dry stretch of weather here in the Quad Cities. Could it end up being too much of a good thing for your gardens and for the fields? We'll fill you in on the very latest rain chances coming up.
From the essential to the helpful to the just plain fun, Kitchens in North Park Mall, Davenport has the utensils or gadgets you need to complete your culinary ensemble. Whether head chef or cooking at home, we have the kitchen tools you're looking for in our wide selection. Come see our newly open floor plan and enjoy our gourmet coffees while you shop. Kitchens has great gifts for family and friends and that special something just for you. How did you ever get by without the gadgets from Kitchens in North Park Mall, Davenport?
Your summer of exciting family fun on the water begins in your new boat from Ted's Boatorama. Family owned and operated for over 57 years. With 5 acres of boats and the largest accessories and parts department in the Midwest. We feature Tracker, Sun Tracker, Tahoe, and Nitro boats. From fishing to skiing to pontooning, Ted's and Tracker creates family fun. Come to Ted's Boatorama in Rock Island, your authorized Tracker dealer. Come to Ted's Boatorama, boat Boatorama, Ted's Boatorama, boat Boatorama.
Weber Auto Group invites you to a tribute to veterans, honoring all who served. Saturday, May 28th from noon till 4, all to raise funds for Jason's Box. There'll be live music, games and entertainment, a raffle, and free food and drinks. Your donation will go to Jason's Box, a local charity dedicated to improving the health and well-being of our military men and women. Don't miss the fun at Tribute to Veterans, hosted by Weber Auto Group, 101 First Avenue, Silvis.
Bills.
Hey, you!
Me?
Yes, you, with bills stacking up so high you can't move.
Wait, how did you know?
Losing sleep worrying about money?
Yeah.
Haven't you heard about Midwest title loans?
No.
You can have the cash you need in just 15 minutes. All you need is a free and clear car title and photo ID. There's no hassle, no credit check, and you keep driving your car. So what are you waiting for? Give us a call at 877-511-CASH.
Midwest Title Loans. Take charge of your life today.
Now, Storm Track 8 weather on MyTV 8-3.
Well, before we go to Mike, we go to Southern California, where thousands upon thousands of rotting red crabs have washed ashore. This is what it looks like in Newport Beach, California. Experts blame El Nino. Currents from the south have pushed the creatures onto beaches. And apparently it's pretty smelly as well.
I was going to say, I'm glad we don't have smell vision. Yeah, it doesn't look good. And El Nino is definitely dying, so hopefully we won't see a repeat of that anytime soon.
I hope not.
And we have some nice weather here in the Quad Cities. What a gorgeous day it was today. And we got more lined up. And looking at maybe you want to look at the rainfall numbers since over the past month or so. And we are at a deficit for the year at almost 3 inches. And since March 1st, perhaps a more important number for your gardens as well as the fields, we're down about 2 inches. But since May 1st, only down about a couple tenths of an inch of rain, but we're not expecting much in the way of rain for the next perhaps 5 to 6 days. And by then, we are definitely going to need some rain. And it looks like once we do get to that point, we will have a good deal of precipitation. But nice dry stretch on the way. Today, we topped out at 70 degrees in the Quad City, the first 70-degree day we've had since last Friday. A nice recovery since last night. We bottomed out at 39 degrees, and there was some patchy frost reported along in north of Highway 30, but we're not expecting any frost tonight. That's because the dew point temperatures are up a little bit. They're still in the 30s, but it's this very dry air that will allow temperatures to cool off tonight, but a few degrees warmer than they were last night, and that should prevent a frost. Look at the warmth to our west, 78 in Bismarck, and that's where our weather is going to be coming from. A gradual warming trend. No rain on the radar, and the clouds have dissipated across much of the area. In fact, we don't have any rain within about 800 or 900 miles of the Quad Cities. There's shower and thunderstorm activity as well to our south along the Gulf Coast, and that's where it's going to stay. There's going to be a weekend storm system riding along the Gulf Coast, but that should stay to our south. In fact, here is future track. A few of the clouds that were over eastern Illinois are going to drift westward for tomorrow, or the moisture associated with the clouds, and that could result in a few more of those cumulus clouds that we saw this afternoon, but not anticipating any rain. In fact, any rain threat again is going to hold off, it looks like, until next week, but that will deliver a beautiful weekend our way. One jet stream lifting to the north, another one out to the west, and this is going to be our rainmaker for perhaps the middle of next week. Big area of low pressure centered over Billings, but in the meantime, notice how in the Midwest, high pressure ridge will be sitting overhead, and that will allow temperatures to warm up nicely. Those oranges and yellows out to the west over the Plain States will be sitting over the Quad Cities by the middle of next week. But warm air is not quite here yet. It's going to be a cool night tonight, perhaps as low as 39 in Galena. They were down around 35 last night, so about 3 to 4 degrees warmer than it was last night. Most of the area will be in the lower 40s for overnight low temperatures tonight and for the next couple of nights. So mainly clear skies, not quite as cold. 42 calm winds, little or no wind. Tomorrow sunny to partly cloudy. The warming trend continues with the high around 72 degrees. 7-day forecast is maybe the best 7-day forecast, at least for the 8-day forecast is maybe the best 8-day forecast we've had in quite some time. 76 tomorrow on Friday, 77 on Saturday. gorgeous weekend. We'll be pushing 80 degrees on Sunday. Another nice one on Monday before that rain chance returns on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But looks like those rain chances on Tuesday will hold off until later on in the day. And we'll get some pretty good numbers out of those rain showers and thunderstorms, too. And by then, I guess the gardens and fresh plants out there are going to be thirsty. Yep. And if you have a graduation party planned this weekend, you're planning it indoors, take it outdoors. It's going to be gorgeous.
Absolutely. A lot of outdoor plans and events starting up this weekend. So I'm glad to see the weather's going to be warming up for them. All right. Thank you, Mike. Spring cleaning is in full force at a number of state historic sites. Upkeep has been neglected as Illinois' financial crisis drags on. The local chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution have taken over cleanup at Campbell's Island. That's where a monument marks a battle site from the War of 1812. DAR members say the area was extremely overgrown until they recently got involved.
But it's kind of been in a state of disrepair and, needs a lot of work and preservation. The sidewalk, the tree stump, the monument itself has a lot of needs. So we want to bring it back to its glory.
The DAR is also trying to raise some money. They'll need close to $65,000 to make needed repairs to the monument itself. Coming up on WQAD News 8 at 9, amazing athletes. They may look like your average hockey players, but they can barely see the puck or each other. How these athletes are overcoming obstacles to succeed in their favorite sport. And cheap concessions, the pro team saying enough with pricey food at their stadium, and what you'll now pay for snacks and drinks next year.
When it comes to orthopedic care, the choice is yours. Just look at what our patients are saying. Orthopedic specialists. With offices in Davenport, Bettendorf, and Clinton, we are the Quad City area's only group of all board certified and fellowship trained orthopedic surgeons. The next time you need care, choose orthopedic specialists. Better experience, better results.
Stretch your income tax dollars till they explode with savings at Harold's Furniture in Rock Falls. Purchase anything in the store today and receive 12 months, no interest. It's time to rejuvenate your living room, dining room, or bedroom, and then get 12 months, no interest on everything in the store. Also save on twin mattresses starting at just $99. Hurry in today and see how you can stretch your income tax dollars at Harold's Furniture.
People often ask me, they're like, Jim, your dad brand's so strong. What can I do? The most important thing I've taught my children is that they have to do things themselves. I don't want my kids to be part of this lazy culture that doesn't do things. That's why I bring them out here and I beat them at tennis. Probably the best gift I could give my children is to have them lose to me. That's what a dad brand's about.
Get 0% APR financing plus $1,000 bonus cash for current owners of FCA vehicles on the all-new 2017 Pacifica.
Welcome back. Well, it's time to defend the title. No, not the Quad Cities River Bandits, but their stadium, Modern Woodman Park. The downtown Davenport venue is up for Ballpark Digest's Best of the Ballparks contest once again. Modern Woodman Park won last year, and now it's time for a repeat. To vote, go to our website, MyTV8-3, click the News tab, and type Ballpark in the search box. Meanwhile, this stadium is offering cheap concessions. When the Atlanta Falcons football stadium opens next year, the price of hot dogs, bottled water, pretzels, popcorn, peanuts, pizza, nachos, waffles, and soda will be the lowest in the NFL at $2 a piece, $2 for a waffle. And for beer drinkers, a 12-ounce cup of anything domestic will only be $5. The owners of the Falcons say it's all about creating a unique and affordable fan experience. A unique type of hockey is making its debut in Detroit, Michigan. Justin Rose from our sister station in Grand Rapids takes us to the 12th annual USA Disabled Hockey Festival.
I think the USA Hockey Disabled Festival is really a shining light for persons with disabilities to show them that if you love hockey, there's no reason you can't play. There's no barrier that you can't overcome.
Looking at the action on this rink, you might think it's just a normal game. The speed, precision, and accuracy are all there. But subtle changes tell a different story. Other senses take over in this game, as every player on the ice is legally blind. The goalies are completely.
It's incredible. I mean, I'm still in awe of these goalies. They're making pad saves, they're making blocker saves. I mean, it's great. The rule where you have to pass it before you can shoot probably helps.
David Klink of Ann Arbor has Stargardt's disease and glaucoma that has lowered his vision since his teenage years. But his love for the game is renewed with the creation of this relatively new type of hockey.
3 years ago, we only had one American player, and he was our only international player outside of Canada. Wow. And now we're in the USA Hockey Disabled Festival, and we had 7 different states represented here this weekend. And we're anticipating that next year, we're going to have more than 2 to 3 times that many players from the United States, and hopefully a Canada versus USA series very soon.
Well, Michigan is a hockey state, I mean, for sure. So there's other people with visual impairments, there's other people who love hockey. I think this is going to grow, and I really hope it does. I'd love to play again. Incredible. Just in the competition, the level of competition, I didn't expect that. It was awesome. It's like I stepped back out on the ice. I was 18 again playing with these guys.
The festival is the largest disabled hockey event of its kind, bringing together all 4 disabled disciplines in one location. It takes place in different parts of the country every year. Next year's will be in San Jose, California. Well, from the ice to the track now, where a 100-year-old woman is running the 100-meter dash as fast as she can to break a world record. Ella Mae Colbert is a retired teacher in South Carolina. Yesterday, she returned to her school's track and shattered the current record of 1 minute 16 seconds by running it in 46.79 seconds. Colbert is now waiting to hear back from the Guinness Book of World Records. Coming up, it's not a world record, but it might as well be, the incredible trick shot Jordan Spieth just accomplished on a very special day.
It's a giant grocery giveaway. This is your chance to win a 90-second shopping spree.
Register this week at Aldi on Elmore in Davenport, NationServe, or register online at WQAD.com.
3 finalists get the chance to fill their carts with as many food items as they can in 90 seconds.
Winners are announced Tuesday during Good Morning Quad Cities and compete live on the air that same Friday. WQAD News 8's Grocery Giveaway, brought to you by NationServe and Aldi.
Hey, Courtney Hansen here with you for Endurance. If you're like me, you love your car, but even the best vehicles break down at some point. And when your car's warranty expires, you're gonna have to pay those repairs out of pocket. Can you believe what it costs to repair your car these days? I mean, look at these prices. I can think of so many things I would rather buy than a new fuel injector or transmission. Well, Endurance has a solution. With an Endurance Vehicle Protection Plan, we pay for your auto repairs. The parts, the labor, all of it's covered. With Endurance, you'll save thousands, and you get to choose the mechanic who repairs your car. Remember, insurance only covers you if you're in an accident, but that's just half the equation. Endurance is the other half, protecting you when your car breaks down. Insurance plus endurance equals total protection. That's my kind of math.
Protect yourself against the high cost of auto repairs with Endurance. Call right now for a free quote.
Thanks for testing our new car service today.
Of course.
Our service is a little bit different.
Okay.
We charge by the amount of gas consumed. Since we traveled 5.1 miles and this car offers an EPA estimated 37 miles per gallon highway, your total is 31 cents.
What?
22 cents.
I can pay you cash.
The all-new 2016 Chevy Malibu LT.
Qualified lessees can get this impressive all-new 2016 Chevy Malibu LT for around $199 a month.
Visit your select Chevy dealers today.
Finally tonight, Jordan Spieth is at the top of his game when it comes to eating marshmallows. Mike McAllister shared this video on Twitter. It shows the pro golfer hitting a marshmallow, running, and then catching it in his mouth. Spieth did the trick shot for a crowd of kids during a youth golf clinic in Texas. A perfect way to celebrate National Golf Day, which is today. How incredible is that?
Yeah, that might not work on a windy day, though. So,
no, it would not work on a windy day at all. Do you golf?
Yeah.
Do you do trick shots?
A little bit. I don't do trick shots, but that's one I'd be worth.
I do a lot of trick shots, but they're not meant to be trick shots.
What a great, that's a good one. It's a good one. We do have a beautiful evening out there and a pretty nice day for tomorrow. The satellite and radar showing that we have clear skies across the area, and that trend is going to continue throughout the next several days. A lot of sunshine on the way. In fact, for tonight, temperatures will continue to fall off. into the 40s overnight tonight to around, 42 for an overnight low, and looking for a high tomorrow of 72 degrees. On Sunday, high of 80 degrees. No rain in the forecast until next
You brought us some
Tuesday.
Beautiful weather this week, and we thank you so much for filling in for James,
Pleasure.
helping
Thanks
us out.
for having me.
Have a safe trip back to Chicago, and have a great night, everyone.
You're watching WQAD News 8.